Hello YouTube, this is a tutorial from Texas Beast. This is my first Cam Studio tutorial. I've never done a capture tutorial ever, so this is my first one. So if it's kinda bad, give me some credit. This is my first test. I do use Cam Studio for all my recordings on screen. I don't use Fraps because it costs money, of course. So here we go. This is gonna be a budget gaming PC build. It's gonna be a $500 build, and I will get all the parts from Newegg, which is a great company. They have their own videos and top customer service and everything. So anyways, let's Cam Studio here. Newegg. So here's Newegg, and our first part in our build is going to be the motherboard, and I recommend a Gigabyte 990FX. As you can see, I'm gonna hover over to here, sort by most reviews, and this is the highest review motherboard that is available on Newegg. So this would be the first part of the budget build. It would be $139, so if you had a coupon or something, it would probably be about $120. If you look on eBay or something like that, you can probably get it new for like $100. So this is a great motherboard. It's got AM3 plus CPU. It's a 990FX series motherboard, meaning it's very easy to upgrade parts. As you can see, Newegg has their own video on it. It's got support with 2A SLI and 2A Crossfire. It's got SATA 3 and USB 3.0 support. It's got memory capable up to 3 TB, which I don't recommend that. I recommend 2 TB Western Digital. We'll get to that in a second. And as you can see, 40% of people review this product. Okay, that is the motherboard I recommend. If you want to see a bigger picture here, this is the motherboard. Here we use this picture right here. This one here. As you can see, it has. As you can see, it has 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it has 4 PCI Express slots, which is crazy good. 4 RAM slots for your 32 GB max RAM. Sockets here is AM3 plus. Here's your power connector. Your memory is capable of 1866 DDR3 RAM, which is great. Next, we'll go with the RAM. Speaking of RAM, we're gonna go with Ripjaw, G.Skillz Ripjaw RAM. The reason why is there's so many positive reviews and they're very affordable and they're not crazy priced. We're gonna find the 8 gig here. 2 times 2. I'll just type in 8 gig. Sorry about the slow intro. This is my first test with the Cam Studio and everything. Okay, so here it is. I believe this is it. I think this is compatible. Yeah. It's 70 bucks. Well, actually it's 66, so it should be even lower than that. So it's about 60 bucks. So the motherboard plus this RAM is going to be a total of the motherboard is about 140 plus that. We're right at like $200 so far. So this is the RAM I recommend. It's it's 1866, which means it's like one of the highest speeds you can get in RAM. They have so many different models of this memory. Also, it's red, so if you're going for like a red theme for your budget build, this would be it. You can also get up to 32 gigs, which is crazy, probably for about $130. But that's up to you. This is a budget build. We're not going to be throwing in a lot of money. So yeah, so we have motherboard and RAM. Next we will go with power supply, and I highly recommend this power supply. If you can find it in stock, you would have to go on Amazon. You're not gonna get it on eBay because you're not gonna get it on Newegg because they're out of stock. So this is the hold on. This is the power supply I highly recommend. It's red, so if you're going with a red theme, this would be the power supply you want. And pretty much this is the only red power supply ever made. OCZ is a great company. They're Fatality modular, 750 watts. They also have a 1000 watt model, and it is 80 plus bronze plus certified. It's very nice. It's got really positive reviews. Problem is you can't get it on Newegg, so if you're a Newegg user, sorry, you're gonna have to go to eBay or Amazon. So this is a really nice power supply. This is the power supply I'm going to use for my build, and the motherboard. Pretty much this build is the build I'm going to build for me personally, because I'm on a budget, and this is pretty much what I'm going to do. So everything's pretty much a red themed, black and red. We got the motherboard, we got the RAM, we got the power supply. That's 3 major things. Now we're going to go with the processor. I highly recommend this processor. I know it's kind of pricey, but it's worth it. This is a $200 processor, and it is the best, in my opinion, the best processor you can get from AMD. It's the AMD FX 8350 Vishera 4 GHz, which overclock will probably to 4.6, 4.7. Depends how much fans and cooling you have. This is an AM3 processor. Uses 125 watts. It is 8 core. It's not a quad or a 6. It's an 8 core processor, which is crazy for gaming. This is, as you can see, there's not a negative review on this. This is the best processor AMD probably makes as of 2013, in my opinion, for a budget build. If you're wanting the nicest CPU, if you have the money, I would go with the Intel i7 3500 series. So, as you can see from Newegg, this is the processor they want to use. It's got AMD Turbo technology. It's got 8 pile driver cores. It's got Crate software, and it's got integrated DRAM controller with AMD memory optimizer technology, meaning you can kind of tweak your settings the way you like it. So it's very overclockable. With the motherboard, they do complain that the motherboard I put in the video it's not very good to overclock. So this is why I chose this processor as well. 4 GHz stock. So you pretty much don't even need to overclock unless you're a heavy gamer. So that's the processor, the CPU. So far we have the motherboard, the RAM, the power supply, and the processor. Next we're gonna go with the case, and in my opinion, for the price, it's not that bad. And this is the build that I would build, and this is the build I'm actually gonna build someday. So this is the Cougar Challenger orange case that comes in three colors: white, black, orange, black, and black and red. Well, pretty much just black, with red fans and stuff like that. So this is a really nice case. It's a mid-tower ATX, meaning you have to have an ATX motherboard. We're covered. Our motherboard's going to be perfect, and it'll match the theme. It's got this nice arrow-looking side cutout window. It's got toolless drive slots, so you can just use your fingers and just kind of pick them out. We got seven PCI slots, 3 garment slots for water cooling, or if you want to route your USB cable. The fans are really nice, highlighted orange. I actually highly recommend the fans. They're actually great fans. I just would recommend buying more. The case is beautiful. It's got this nice switch here. This actually is not for looks. This is actually a safety for the power. So if you have to turn on the power, you're just gonna flip the switch as if you were a pilot in a plane, and then press it. You got the nice Cougar emblem here. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. This is the fan comes pre-installed, 120mm red. It's got nice drives, floppy drive slot, which nobody uses anymore. Yeah, it's a very nice case. It's gonna run you about 70 bucks. If you look hard enough, maybe 60 new. So, and you have options for another fan here, another fan on the bottom. It is a bottom-mounted PSU case for your PSU. It's got nice ventilation. It won't show you in the pictures, but it's got nice dust filters. Newer cases have this, where it's like you just remove it, and you can pretty much just kind of use a what do you call it? I can't even think of it. The little dust cleaner. Basically, you just spray it all over it, and then you slide it back in, and you're good to go for, you know, a month or so. So yeah, as I say, the more fans, the better. I highly recommend you putting as much fans as you can. That's just me. Fans don't hurt. They don't use much power. So with the power supply we have is a little more than we need actually for this build. 750 watts, which is crazy. A lot of people say you need a 1,000 watt power supply and stuff like that. You don't. It's got 3 USB ports in the front. Which you can't really see in the pictures. God, here we go. You got 2 USB 3.0 slot ports. These are 3.0, and there's the power switch. And this little switch actually helps protect you from switching it on accident. I don't believe it has a reset button on this case, but it does have a big old power button. Microphone and headset jacks. Cougar emblem again. With this is also where I don't think you can install an SSD here, solid state drive, but you could use, like, you know, a good place to set your phone or something right there while you're gaming. This is also another spot where you could put, I believe, 2 120mm fans. Radiators probably for liquid cooling probably would have a little issue, but you could try to fit like a Hyper 212. Which is run you about another 30 bucks, which actually, if you want to do that, it would be nice. So yeah, you have pretty much everything you need. What else? We have the motherboard, the RAM, power supply. Oh, video card. Okay, video card for the budget, I recommend a 550 Ti, just because it's gonna save you some money, and it's still great video card. We'll see if we can get the lowest pricing one. Yeah, for about 120 bucks. This is the video card I highly recommend for gaming, even for mid-level gaming or high-level gaming. I know we're already in the GTX 680s and stuff like that, but me personally, I used to be an NVIDIA user, and I've switched to AMD, so I'm a heavily AMD user.